Good afternoon, students. This is Dr. Morgan Phenix coming to you from Stanley, Virginia. It's a beautiful, quiet Sunday afternoon. A little bit rainy out there and foggy, and so it's been cooler too as well. And we're just a little bit sorry that we won't be able to see that lunar eclipse tonight. And it's a blood moon, they say, so it's really quite an unusual happening. We're going to probably miss that. We'll watch it online instead. I want to thank you for your case study number 1 assignments. They came out very, very well for most of you. And please do look in the comments. I had to apologize for the possibility that all of the tracking comments and my grading comments had disappeared, and they have from Blackboard for all of the assignments that I've tried to give you some notation on as to how they went. But it seems as though either they're back on track with the current assignments, because I did leave tracking comments on the case studies and on your journal article critiques, and I think the journal article critique ones are gone, but the case study comments are durable, at least. The ones that I've done since I got that message from Liberty University about the problems with Blackboard, it seems as though things are working. So I'm hoping, please take a look as quickly as you can in the case study, in case they disappear. But they've been there for 2 days now, or a day and a half for 2 days, and the ones I did this morning, I finished that up this morning. For case study 2, looking ahead for week 7, please do use the comments that I've given you in case study 1 to maximize your success for case study 2. Case study 2 will give you a choice of 3. You can choose an area that is of interest to you. We have a discipline case with Dan, and we have a special education case with Emily, and a cultural sensitivity case with Robert. Those case studies, those scenarios will be marked by what was missing, really, more than what was there. For example, in case study 1, those of you who did very, very well and noticed that the lighter tests of nonverbal reasoning and mathematics, that sort of a thing, and the nonverbal portion of Woodcock-Johnson were keys to the identification or the faulty identification of Serge Romanich. Okay, and for those of you who saw that, there's something there that you point to that tells you that they probably have made a mistake in his identification and his diagnosis, okay, and placement. For case study number 2 that you're choosing, all 3 of those cases are marked by the absence of things. So you're going to have to be very creative to find the elements to go into your SWOT. For example, in case study 1, there's a very, very key absence, and that's Mr. Sims, the principal. He gives a welcome to Serge Romanich and Biona Romanich to the school, and then disappears. Okay, he assures them that everything will be fine, and then he's gone from the picture. And that is something that people really have to notice, that the principal, who's the key person in the school, was not visible in the case study number 1. Okay, for your final project, just remember, if you're doing a PowerPoint option, you can do either a text format or a PowerPoint. If you're doing a PowerPoint, you must put the bulk of the text in the speaker's notes out of sight. You must. If you just paste up the text on the screen, I probably won't take it favorably. There's no way of marking you down for that, but it certainly would be a disappointing way to end the course here. But I love looking at the PowerPoints. They're usually very colorful and very engaging, and they draw one in. They're really quite something. I'm going to give you also, for those of you who are dedicated enough to watch this video in week 6. For week 6, and we're moving into the final stretch here. Nothing new under the sun. There's nothing new other than the final project itself. But I would like to give you a special option for those of you who are lucky enough to be watching right now. And this is the only mention I will make of this. For week 8, students have typically, in the student evaluations, the course evaluations, they have identified week 8 as being a little bit too pressured, with the final project due, with a discussion board posting, and with a journal article critique. So I give you the option, as long as you note at the top of the page that you're doing this. You can pick out one of your earlier journal article critiques, and you may revise it for a week 8 journal article critique. But you must put at the top of the page, revision of week 3, for example, or 4, revision of week 3, and then put the score that you received in week 3 or week 4 or week 5 or whatever it was. It's an opportunity for you to raise your score a little bit, and I also can and to not have to search out a fresh article, and also to improve the journal article critique based on the criticisms or the comments that I might have supplied there. Alrighty, that's it for today. We don't really need anything more. It should be a little bit of a coasting week in some ways. Please do be working on your final project and make some headway on that. God bless you all. If you have any questions, shoot me an email, and I hope that the Blackboard and the tracking features hold up for you. Do take a look at your case study as quickly as you can, just in case those are going to disappear. Take care, folks. We'll see you next time. Lord willing. Bye-bye.